upon a time, I decided to go to a dance camp in Eugene, Oregon. And so I drove down from Seattle with a friend, and we got there kind of late. And the first guy that asked me to dance, handsome Ron Becky, we danced quite a bit that weekend. And Sunday night, we danced the final waltz together. And he said, well, I might come up to Seattle sometime because I have a friend up there. And I said, oh, that'd be great. And then he came up to Seattle to visit his friend, I thought. And he said, let's go dancing. So I said that would be great. And we were going to go to Pike Place Market and have dinner and dance to a group called Rouge. That evening, my sons were over and they said, what are you doing tonight? I said, well, I'm going to go dancing. And they said, well, with who? And I said, oh, a guy that I met at the dance camp. And they said, you mean you have a date? I said, no, he's just coming to visit friends and we're going to go dancing. And then I went to the door and Ron was there with a bouquet of flowers. And I thought, oh my gosh, yes, it's a date. That was 3.5 years ago. And we've been dating since then, and dancing.
This is a poem by Roy Croft called Love. True love means saying I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. Not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. For the part of me that you bring out, for putting your hand into my heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you cannot help seeing there, and for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find. For helping me to make all my life a song, without a touch, without a word, without a sign. True love is being loved simply by being yourself.
Okay, why don't you step in a little bit, Ron? Both of you. Good, thank you. So the formal exchange of wedding vows is the most ancient part of a wedding ceremony. So I invite you now to join hands as you repeat your vows. The hand offered by each of you is an extension of self, just as is your mutual love. Cherish the touch, for you touch not only your own, but another life. Be sensitive to its pulse. Seek always to understand and respect its rhythm.
On this day, I give you my heart. I will walk together with you and with love. Wherever our journey leads us, I promise to walk with you, arm in arm, hand in hand, to hold you and to learn from you, love you and surprise you forever.
On this day, I give you my heart. I will walk together with you and with love. Wherever our journey leads us, I promise to walk with you, arm in arm, hand in hand, to hold you and to learn from you, love you and surprise you forever.
Good job. Ron, do you take Ramona as your wife? Do you pledge to share your life openly with her, to speak the truth to her in love? Do you promise to honor and tenderly care for her, to encourage her fulfillment as an individual through all the joys and challenges in your lives?
I do.
Ramona, do you take Ron as your husband? Do you pledge to share your life openly with him, to speak the truth to him in love? Do you promise to honor and tenderly care for him, to encourage his fulfillment as an individual through all the joys and challenges in your lives?
I do.
The ring is an ancient symbol, and these rings are precious, not only because of the metal they're composed of, but because you wear them with love.
This is a poem by Jim Weller called Eagles of Inspiration. A single eagle atop a tree speaks of many things to me. I see a sentinel, brave and strong, perched up high where he belongs, diligent throughout the day, aware of all that comes his way, eyes alert, he views the skies for any threat that might pass by. A pair of eagles in a tree speaks of other truths to me. I see a bond that none may shake, and only death itself dare break. Devoted to each other so, yet year by year devotion grows, through every trial that they may share in togetherness and mutual care. Now paired, these eagles on the wing make my heart both laugh and sing. Together, high up in the air, they soar along without a care. In unfettered freedom by and by, They dance their way across the sky. What a blessing to behold, this sight more valuable than gold, this sight that sets my spirit free. Designed we are to be much more, with hearts to watch and love and soar.
And at this time of the longest day of the year, the summer solstice, we bring together Ron and Ramona. May the love which has brought you together continue to grow and enrich your lives, bringing peace and inspiration to each of you and those who know you. May you meet with courage any problems that arise to challenge you. May you meet with strength whatever troubles may beset you. May your marriage be one of ever-growing depth and meaning because of the sympathy, understanding, and love which you give to one another in the life you share. Since you, Ronald Stephen Becky, and you, Ramona Holmes Becky, have joined yourselves in marriage and have signified your commitment to each other in the joining of hands and exchanging of rings, I pronounce you husband and wife.
Friends all gathered round. There's something I would say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside, where strangers are as family and loneliness can hide. You must give yourself to love.
Thank you so much for all being here with us today. It means the world to us that you came to celebrate with us and share this special day. We're going to go stand by the door so that as you come in, we can say hi to each one of you as you go get your lunch. And then we'll have time to come around and chat with you more before we do toasts and cake and things like that. But first, we'll have a chance to just greet you as you come in.
Ron, you have been my friend, loyal and faithful friend for over 38 years. And you have several other old buddies here today who have known you for even longer. I've just met one of them. I just want to say to Ramona, this is a remarkable fraternity you are joining, but I know you are more than worthy because, oops, excuse me. When you rescued Ron from that ravine a few years ago and spent the next several months nursing him back to health, you leapfrogged decades of loyal and faithful friendship. Welcome to the family, and congratulations to both of you. May you have many long years of loyal and faithful marriage. Cheers.
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 Ron and I go back 43 years. I was his college roommate in a dormitory at USC, and then the second year we shared an apartment together in a place called Portland Estates, which was very prophetic because he eventually moved to Portland. But if you look at the history, we go even further back because Ron and I were in the same elementary school together, and there's a very good chance we were in the same classroom together, but I would not talk to anybody else. So I have no idea. Anyway, in college, Ron was a very interesting student because he would cram at the last minute for that final exam. So I would be hearing words like elephantissimo all night long because he would repeat it to memorize the word that he needed for the next day's test. I was the one that remembered it. But anyway, Ron graduated with an undergraduate degree in entomology, and he got the job that people would die for. He became an extension agent in the Ventura, Santa Barbara County area, looking for bugs in avocado groves. This is where entomologists go before they die. But it wasn't enough for Ron. He wanted rain, he wanted seasons. What's wrong with this guy? So he moved to the Northwest, and over the last 43 years we have kept in touch. And one of the things that I have learned most is that the most important thing is family and friends. And he has now added to the family. He's added to the friendship that we've had, and I couldn't be happier with the gal that he is now.
John.
So I feel pretty lucky that Ramona's my mom, and growing up in that household, like through all the ups and downs in life, my mom's always been a rock. Just a really gentle nurturer that has always found a way to lead me, and not by pulling me along, but by just being there to support whatever I might be doing, whatever I might be going through. It means a lot to me to see you so happy today. And I'm very excited that you get to share this rest of your life with Ron, because Ron's been, from the get-go, I obviously had my reservations about anyone she was going to bring around, but right away Ron's came in and is just also such a gentle soul and such a positive spirit, and I could tell the way that they mesh up, the way that Ron lives his life and my mom lives her life, the way that they come together is a really beautiful thing, because it's so complementary, and that's just like a wonderful thing to see and an inspiration for me in my relationships in my life. And thank you for taking care of my mom and for letting her take care of you too.
I can't really do that. I have to first say how much I appreciate the whole Becky family, George, Shirley, and Michelle, And all four of them have been great friends and mentors and imparted wisdom and shared their hearts together. I just really appreciate all of them. So let's give a toast to the Becky family. For Ron and Ramona, I can just say that Ron has never been more at peace with himself than Ramona. They're true soulmates, and I'm sure they're going to be happy for the rest of their days.
Where's the embarrassing part?
There isn't.
No, he hasn't.
With the exception of Janet, I've known Ramona longer than anyone else here in the room. And with the exception of Ron, I'm probably the only person here who's shared a bedroom with Ramona. Ramona has always been the kindest big sister to me, and I've always been an ornery little sister in return. When I was a little girl and I just could not wait for Christmas, she told me that trolls celebrated Christmas earlier. We could have a special troll Christmas a couple of days before Christmas. So she made little stockings for my troll dolls, and we celebrated Christmas earlier. She made me a life-size girl rag doll when my mother made me a life-size boy rag doll. And in return for her being such a nice sister, I was just an ornery sister, and I read her diary, and I eavesdropped on her conversations with her girlfriends. So Ramona has always been very inclusive and empowering. She told me anyone can run, and she got me running. She told me anyone can sing, and she got my dad singing in a choir, which I had my doubts about, but he ended up being a faithful choir member for some 30 years. She told me anyone could dance, and she got me dancing with the folk dance group, which she's been dancing with for 40 years. I've been dancing with for 30 years, and Ron has now been dancing with too. And Ramona has always been an inspiration to me. She was the first person I ever knew who rode the Seattle to Portland bike ride, and she got me into biking and outdoor activities. And so it's only fitting that Ramona has found her match in Ron, who shares so many of her loves, her love of dance, her love of the outdoors, and her love of travel. So I'd like to wish everyone to toast to Ron and Ramona, and may you have many happy years together.
Cheers.
foxtrot works to this. Totally works.
If you're ever trying it, well, I've got news for
It's always good.
What's been what a state to be in, taking a chance.
There's definitely a different feel.
I thought they found it. No, I found this one at the Denver Art Museum as well.
Thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you. It's so I catch your eye and was swept in the current again, falling in love in 3/4 time. Stars shine like jewels and the